you stop? Will you stop? Will you stop? Will you stop? Will you stop? It's a new show. Yes, it is.
You've heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
It's hashtag Wrestlepals.
Actually, my notes too.
Woo!
Look, first I'll turn my mic on.
Yeah, that's probably a good
Second,
idea.
Hello?
Gotta kill it. Hello? Dead Mike?
What's that?
What would you say?
That was my favorite part in interviews. Where you can tell that they're absolutely loud, but they still go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
What?
What did you say?
You say something?
This is why you gotta put the toys away, because I can't cut. Hi, everybody. It's hashtag WrestlePals. Look over there. It's hashtag WrestlePals Justin.
That's me.
That's him. It's him. He's busy. He's doing stuff. And he still gets his own intro down. I like that you've added a sound effect this week.
You heard it first.
Well, yeah, that's how sound works. It's usually based off proximity and vibrations, and the air around us is the conductor that we use, and as such, it gets. I'm WrestlePal Nate. Got spooky fingers today. We've been told to touch mics again.
What? What do you mean?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What? Hey, Nathan.
Huh? What's up?
Happy Rusev
Jesus
Day!
Christ. All right, that's why I don't put the headphones on. Look, I know you're excited. Justin.
Happy Rusev Day!
Happy Rusev Day. The happiest
The happiest of Rusev
of
days.
Rusev days. Dude. Can I tell you that my absolute favorite thing in wrestling is when dumb stuff just works?
Yes.
And we've been watching dumb stuff work.
Lots of dumb stuff is working on such a high level.
High-level dumb stuff. Everywhere.
My favorites.
Absolutely everywhere. And this is the dumbest. And also there's a plane landing on the building right now.
I mean, no big deal.
It's cool. They installed a car wash on the ceiling.
They know we're doing a show. Dicks.
Yes. Share Langley Air Force Base. Hey guys, guess what? Y'all loud. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm investigated again. It's circling! They have to be able to hear this, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So Justin?
I'll show you guys also
No.
the chat gimmick.
Why
It's ready to display messages. There's none.
Why does it not do that?
I wish it would just automatically do it. That would be great, but that would also be easier.
It would make sense.
Would make a lot of sense.
We can't have that, Justin.
No, we definitely can't have that.
We can't have that.
Oh, there it is. Of course, the one that shows is I hate
Hey,
Jenny.
there we
Oh,
go.
Great. Spelt wrong and everything.
Spelled it wrong. Oh, was that on? Oh, okay.
Who knows?
Subtle digs. I guess Matt's angry again. Cool. Justin. We had. You want to go right into the I mean, since you've mentioned Rusev Day.
Yes,
Because we should always.
because it is indeed
I'm going to check the
Happy
calendar.
Rusev Day.
Gotta add.
It'd be nice
Gotta add. Check the calendar.
if I had that. Because they actually
But no, I won't go directly into that. We had Clash of the Champions.
Clash of Champions.
A SmackDown exclusive brand pay-per-view. My subscription had lapsed, and I was like, you know what? I don't know.
I started posting in the Slack gimmick.
I don't know if I'm gonna re-up. Maybe I'll just watch this one later, get some clips, get some highlights, some philosophical thought on direction with the company and whatnot. And I don't know if there's gonna be a lot of moments here. I mean, where's this really going? Are these storylines? Yes, they're going somewhere, and they're great. And then the much abandoned Slack channel was populated by a very active, very happy Justin.
Yes.
And he was right.
Suddenly, like 15 minutes in, Nathan's, re-upping.
I just re-upped. I have to get in on this excitement because it is for just no damn reason.
Okay, before we get actually into the card, a couple things I want to. It's the end of the year. Next week I'm going to be in Florida, so no Wrestlepals next week. You get a week off. I'm sorry, I love you, but
Yeah, I got you, hug line. Come here. Oh. Yeah, jealous. I know. It's more of a hug. Like, well, I mean, you need two points for a line. That line just got really, really short to be occupy the same space. Is it okay?
Yes.
You like the tender head tilt?
Look, we hugged.
Let's not tell the internet. Let's not post that. I don't want that out there for posterity.
I'm a hugger. Okay, so this is the last show of the year. So we need.
Jesus, all right. Here we go.
Next week we're off, and then the week after that it's 2018.
I'm off every week.
So we've got Clash of Champions to get through. We've got a lot of stuff that happened in the world of wrestling to get through. Also, Brian Kendrick is a wonderful human being.
Is he?
I'm just listening to him on the Stone Cold podcast. That's all there is to that. He's awesome. I love him.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought maybe we could do like a quick best of 2017 stuff. Towards the end of the episode. Yeah, just favorite matches, favorite new acts, stuff like that. Just quickly.
Oh yeah.
But Clash of Champions was on Sunday, and when I say that, we're not gonna kiss. I also don't like that band.
Not on camera anyway.
He's in trouble because he owns that now. We need to get Matt a wig because that needs to happen tomorrow. Because that needs to happen. Pardon me while I clear my throat. So, first things first. The pre-show match. Did you get a chance to watch that?
No.
Mojo versus Ryder?
They make it so hard to go back and catch the pre-shows after the fact. It's really weird. Yeah, I mean, you have to search it out and actually do work, so that's probably what kept me from doing that. But yeah, I saw the results of it and looked at some directions for some dudes that had like nothing really kind of going on. And making a story out of a little bit of a breakup. Which could have been hey, let's get the... it could have just ended at, Bludgeon Brothers need something to do. Something to break up, something serious, something that has some consequences somewhere on the card so they can be taken as a serious threat. Fantastic place to make it happen. Oh, well, hey, look, they're going to build the second storyline out of it. So out of nowhere, No, easy. Don't do it. They had a
There's a checklist.
a team and a team, and now you got two separate storylines coming out of it. And
Yeah.
it's, hey, look at that. It's like they care.
I like Bad Guy Mojo.
Yeah.
He was awesome in that match.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a couple things that will come together over the next couple months. Like his new theme song is almost there.
Okay.
It's definitely different, but it's not like it. You know what I mean? Like remember when Jordan got his new theme, and it was kind of like those weird horns, and I think if they tweak at it a little.
Well, they did tweak it Jordan's a little bit, right?
Yeah. I mean,
second generation are great.
It pretty much fits now. You
It
know what I
does.
mean? And we'll talk about Jordan later. But the new Mojo theme is close. I don't like his entrance. Like he came down, got in a 4-point stance, and ran down to the ring. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's still too kind of good guy. Like I think he needs to find a swagger to him. But his ring style, like the way he morphed it to more of a physical style instead of like a hyper style, I dig it.
And you know what? In the long run, that's going to be a lot better for him. You're going to get a lot easier long matches out of it as well, and more character-wise. It's just to be able to see him doing some character work with his moveset. Now, we discussed
the finish?
What's that?
Did you see the new finish?
I haven't.
It's kind of like the broski boot, only like a fist. He comes across the ring. Oh, it's a punch.
As a finish?
Yes.
And it looks effective?
Yes. I mean, part of that is Ryder. I have to give Ryder his props in this. You know, he sold like a MF. He was great on the opposite end of Mojo, and he made Mojo look like a credible bad guy threat.
Well, the beauty of that is Ryder can trust the SmackDown writers enough to be like, yeah, I'm down today, but it's going to lead somewhere and it's going to do something.
Yeah.
There was a day and age where people would be like, I ain't doing that shit.
Right.
Make him look good?
No chance.
Nah, man. But as Mojo, at least, you said he was less of the hyper style, more physical. Did he have any of the menacing like pauses?
Some of them. Again, he needs some tweaks.
Okay.
But he was on the pre-show, you know what I mean? Like, this was a good introduction to Bad Guy Mojo.
Absolutely.
And I think it's a good start. He's got miles to go, like, as far as being, like, a main event player.
No, yeah.
But his confidence is there. Like I said, he needs kind of like a swag to his entrance.
No, not that one.
You don't know Jack. It's close. And as far as starts go, you know, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And, you know, again, it was pre-show, so it wasn't supposed to be some grand thing, but...
Decent moments for a potential video package in the future?
Exactly. And the video package they put together for this match was decent.
They always do.
Yeah.
They always do a fantastic job of pulling out good moments. I'm drinking out of a tumbler because I'm damn near homeless. And I left it at Matt's house, so it's probably covered in garbage.
I hate when real life, like, invades.
No, it's fine.
There's
It's the best goddamn tumbler ever.
All right. So shall we get into the card proper?
Yeah.
You ready for that?
More than I missed in the initial run. And this is what got me... The fact that this match is what got me to say, okay, I got to go give them money now.
So
I'm not even looking for a deal.
I had
straight up $10. Here you go.
I didn't see this coming. The opening match was the U.S. Championship. Rude versus Corbin versus Ziggler. On paper, this seems to be somewhere in the middle of the card. You know, it's going to be a decent match. All three are, you know, really hitting on all cylinders as far as where they are on the card. They all can work. Like there's no reason this should be bad, but it doesn't scream hot open.
Yeah, and they've all got that like mid-level connection with the audience right now. So not great yet, but they're all almost there.
Right.
It's that we've been watching Ziggler kind of on a decline, Rude on an incline, and Corbin's kind of redefining himself and establishing, which is it's all a good place. I'm just really glad that they didn't say, all right, New Day, get out there again.
Yeah, I know.
Because, damn, that would have been a wasted opportunity and ruined the rest of the card. Because that was hot placement.
Yes.
So yeah, we got these three out there. And I was expecting cool. Ziggler's going to be the...
He's the pinfall.
He's the pinfall.
You don't want Rude to take the pinfall.
No.
And, you know, if Rude is going to win the championship, you don't want Corbin to get
exactly, because you're going to be building a program out of that. Corbin's got a reason to be pissed and come back on it. Corbin's got a reason to be pissed and come back on it and go after Rude without Rude having to look weak or Corbin having to look weak.
Don't want to do that.
And it gets
Make this look a little less white. Or is it that one? That one's probably directly on you, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Guitar! Shit!
Never. Oh my God! Come on!
Shut up! Fucking hell. Hold on. I'm tied to the table too, sweet.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Professionals.
I do look great, thank you. No, not yet. That looks better. Now I'm just red.
Cool.
Stupid Chad.
This match way overperformed.
Absolutely.
It's hard for me to come back through, like, I'm trying to, like, rewind through, like, specific moments, but all I'm thinking is, holy hell, like, these guys outperformed.
Because you got two guys in there that have developed into very methodical styles, with Corbin and Rude. So seeing them together, their first match being of two methodical guys can build into something like hateful and awful and really good, but that first touch is going to be a little slow. So introducing Ziggler as the
salesman,
yeah.
to make both of them look great.
That was his job going in, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, he was the salesman, and he was there. Initially I thought just to make everybody look great,
Right.
And I mean he did that absolutely. Like that was definitely his place in the match. But spoilers. I guess it's not really spoilers. Ziggler wins. Firstly, did not see that coming.
No.
Clearly,
I think we both thought, all right, it's time to write him off for a little bit. Let him take that year and break that it looks like Orton's taking. Hey, I have hair for a minute. I got to go do things.
Growing John Cena hair. What is he doing?
We will discuss his goddamn hair in a minute because I'm in favor of it.
Oh, okay.
And jealous.
Hey. So
Ziggler.
This finish though, like watching the way it got pulled off. So
that's three masterful technicians working together to do something really special.
So firstly, like coming up towards the end of the match, Rude hits the glorious DDT,
which looks fantastic, by the way.
Hits it on Ziggs. He's getting ready to cover him, but you see Corbin on the outside, and he pulls Rude off. So protect the finish. The glorious DDT is still a thing.
When it hits, it's done.
Yeah. Then some S happens. They all get back in the ring, and Ziggs is out, and Corbin's going for end of days on Rude.
Right.
Suddenly, as he's flipping back end of days, Ziggs gets up, pulls Corbin down for the zigzag.
Yep.
At the same time as he's hitting end of days. I didn't see that coming.
It was
clever.
It was a beautiful, because nothing looked modified, which is something that I always worry about. It's like, oh, I can tell you're fucking around. Oh, look at you playing around, making it look weird. It's like, I can tell it's weird, I can tell it's off, but I see what you're doing, and I can appreciate that. But this that was just an end of days with some extra add-on to the back of it.
So, obviously, end of days hits on Rude. He's out. There's no getting up.
Right.
Zigzag hits at the exact same time on Corbin.
So fluid.
There's no getting up.
And the beauty of it is that the zigzag doesn't necessarily have to be a protected thing. It was just accentuated because of the extra, which is like, it's like, this is all fitting together so nicely.
You can't. Rude isn't going to be able to make the save because he's out because he just got hit with end of days. That's beautiful. 1, 2, 3. New champion. Nobody, like, I didn't see it coming. I don't think anybody in the building saw it coming.
Everybody had him written off.
Yeah,
and maybe that's what they've been trying to get us to think.
Yeah, maybe even himself.
Yeah,
and
because they're good. Because they're good,
and he does this all the time, like because every time his contract is about to come up, like he always plays into it. He's like, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna leave. I don't know, and This is, again, just like with Roman with the Intercontinental Championship on Raw, this is a great spot for him. Yeah. I'm curious as to seeing what they're going to do with it, but hopefully it means a highlight for him. Hopefully it means hopefully it's not hot-shotting the title. Hopefully he's not hopping back into the feud with Rude and he's going to drop it immediately.
I mean, he's been a workhorse anyway.
Right.
So, let him grow that belt. I wouldn't mind a long run that doesn't need to touch Corbin, doesn't need to touch Rude. Let them go do whatever they got to do to settle their things.
Right. I mean, I was hoping maybe a couple more planes would fly over.
No, I just want one big one.
Okay. All right, so
Don't take that out of context.
Ziggler wins. Ziggler is the new U.S. champion.
Uh-huh.
We'll see where that goes heading into tonight. Looking forward to that. Up next on the card is... He had it up, but everybody's messaging him. And well, not just him. Everybody's messaging us. I'm just ignoring it.
Next, instead of that being the open, the tag was next, dude.
Good spot for it.
We don't, like... Independent of the match, the beauty of just the promo entrances was enough. Like, they could have just said okay and walked to the back, and I would have been completely satisfied.
It's sadly enough, yeah. Like they didn't have to have a match. I was in love from the beginning with everybody getting a chance to shine going in. And you said this in the chat. How in the hell are all 4 teams over? Like, all 4 of them
First of all,
are over.
The finest participant in the evening, the crowd of Boston. Thank you for loving this dumb stuff and making it really, really good. What?
Is this the couch auction? The couch is over there.
I mean, I guess we could sell it. It's not ours.
I mean, no. I don't know, Sarah.
You don't want that couch. The couch has been
When are
through a
you
lot.
auctioning off that couch?
That couch has got a lot more yet to do.
Yeah. All you have to do
What
is
does
ask
that
about
mean?
the couch and just knock us way off course.
Dude. Yes. As he looks listfully
Was
across the room.
Rusev Day was out first? Yes.
Yes, because
Because they great.
hot damn. Because hot damn. Now this is they're the ones that have like the least kind of coming into it a little bit as far as direction. They're just idiots in and of themselves that are being interjected into this thing, and it was wonderful.
Yes.
First of all, commitment to Rusev Day. You don't want that couch. Commitment to Rusev Day is amazing because it isn't just every week on the show. It's every comment ever, every single day. He's 1,000% committed to that bit, and it's going to be good. And he's got Aiden English there to sing for him.
Yes. And he's great. Thanks to whomever put us in on Craigslist, auctioning off a couch on
Word up.
Craigslist.
Auctioning.
Thanks.
Got $1. I don't have $1.
Appreciate that.
Sweet.
Wonder who that was. Okay.
Nah, man, we can get rid of all these couches. We're blowing these
Oh, yeah.
couches out. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be great.
At the dump. Dump.
That's not nice. He's cleaned up a little bit, except for that guitar on the floor. Who did that?
Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day.
Okay, so firstly, the chant for Rusev Day, amazing. The crowd is
Thank you.
completely in.
Thank you, Boston.
Yeah, man, they were great last night, weren't they?
Yes.
I mean, for the most part, I can't think of
They were
any
hot all the way
places-
through for the entire
Yeah.
card as well.
I can't think
makes
of-
the show that much better. Like that. This is crowds doing actual crowd stuff. Instead of making it about them, they made it about the performances, and they bought into everything, and they were completely silly with everything without having to make it about them, making it about the performance at hand. And it was good, man. It was
And-
good. So Rusev. Oh, do you have a?
No, I'm just going to the chat because, as you can see on the chat, Rusev at one point, elated Rusev.
Oh
like,
yeah, you got the little guy there.
he was so happy about how over they were.
There is a weird moment that happens when something finally clicks, and you could see it in their faces how joyful they are. Rusev was goddamn ecstatic, first of all,
Yes.
and Aiden English is just looking at him like, "Look what you did!
Yes.
Hey, proud of you." Hold on, I'm gonna get in and over as well. And they do! And the build-up for his damn 12 Days of Rusev has been fantastic. Now, 12 Days of Christmas is a long-ass song.
Yes, it
But
is.
he's going to finish it. And that's going to be their promo. Him singing the goddamn 12 Days of Rusev. Or the ending chorus of it. Because he's been cut off week after week and it's been building.
Yeah.
Who saw that as a fun little storyline? This goddamn
them.
singing dude keeps getting interrupted. But nah, the crowd wants this.
Yes.
And he's going to deliver. Crowd losing their goddamn minds for every bit of it. Every single bit of it. There's a man singing and a Bulgarian celebrating himself, and the crowd absolutely loves it. And it's the most joyous, wonderful thing in the world. And the big smiles on their faces,
Yes.
the joy that they felt, and the crowd immediately reacts like, yes, this is great. It was a wonderful moment, and that's all I needed for the rest of the night. That's all I needed.
I gotta say, like, this is number one. This is absolutely the most over Rusev's ever been.
Yes.
Even like Monster, I'm on a tank Rusev. Like
Yes.
this is the most anybody has ever cared about Rusev.
And because it's him.
Yes.
He's a goddamn weirdo.
He is.
And he lets it out there, and he's just like, yes, I'm stupid. Whatever. I enjoy myself.
Stay out of this, lady. Like that tweet. Like I could hear him saying, "Stay out of this, lady."
Because he's got his character down, and it's him, and it's wonderful.
Did you see the ride along?
No.
It's Rusev and Lana.
Really?
Yes. And they say "whoopee" a lot because they were playing the Machka game.
Of course they were. Of course they were.
Where's the most strangest place that they've made whoopee? Mm-hmm. The bed.
Sioux Falls.
And then they kept saying, no, in that same episode, it's funny you bring up Sioux Falls.
Really?
Guess who the other car was?
Never funny.
Brazongo.
It's a good goddamn app.
Did you know that?
I really have to dig into the network material.
Did you know that Fandango knows the capital to every state?
I did once.
Did you know that Pennsylvania is the capital of Philadelphia?
God damn it. All right, never mind. He's just stupid.
Because Breeze is Canadian.
Please tell me, yeah, so who's he to argue?
Exactly.
Everybody's Canadian. It's crazy. Now, for a ride along with Breezango.
Mm-hmm. They had the board in the back seat.
Of course it did. It's
The cork board.
That's their third. Mm-hmm. Did Fandango keep his voice on the whole time?
Yes.
Was he just,
and also had his shirt off the whole time.
It's fucking winter, dude.
It's great. This was a great episode of Ride Along.
Forever performing. Always be the character.
Thank you.
The character is you.
Thank you, Tyler Breeze. Because without Tyler Breeze, we don't get Fandango as Fandango all the time. Because he was defeated, and he was gonna just be one of those guys that was just gonna whatever. And Breeze was like, "Nah, man, let's do something." And here we are. They're one of the most over acts on the card. So beautiful.
So excited for the show tomorrow.
Yes, man. So.
Yes. So Rusev Day.
Rusev Day rules.
And the ending of the promo, fantastic lead-in to introduction of the rest of the cavalcade of assholes that are just. I say that as a well-meaning term of endearment. Mm-hmm. Aiden English finishes the song, crowd's going wild.
Yes.
Oh, would you like an encore?
We would.
They would.
Yes.
They would. Fantastic reading and playing with the audience. Mm-hmm. And he goes to launch into it, cut off immediately. It's like,
by those a-holes.
Look at these heel sons of bitches. Because it was
Gable and Benjamin.
Gable and Benjamin, who, as prototypical faces as you could have right now.
Yes.
Like, hey, this is how you put good dudes together, and they're gonna go be good dudes. And look, good guys. Boo! You interrupted the 13th day of Rusev.
Yeah.
How dare you? They were the least over beginning.
Right.
But that's a hell of a bar, man.
Yeah, we'll
bar. Christ, all right. Full extension?
Full extension.
Full extension.
We'll get into, because they definitely got over during the match. So next is the New Day, and of course it's the New Day. No mics.
They didn't
need it because they're the New Day. They rule.
They were goddamn Christmas presents.
Yes,
Who gets Christmas gear? New Day.
New Day does.
New Day.
Ho, ho, ho. Or hoo, rather.
Were they giving out pancakes?
Yes, that's what they're doing.
Okay.
They're coming up with booty powder. If you watch the pre-show, the booty powder is how you make the gimmick. Ladies, am I late for the auction? Yep. Not talking about the couch.
You know what? Maybe we can find a new way to promo, Justin. Mm-hmm. We got to share elsewhere.
Huh.
So, New Day.
New Day's out. No promo. No nothing. They just come out. What?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you're late for the auction.
So,
New Day comes out, no microphones. They're coming out for the match. Coming out for the match. Over as F, and it's great. Then the Usos come out, and the Usos are in a place where technically they're heels, but like after the feud with New Day, they've kind of pulled into that tween role.
yeah.
It's hard to boo them.
Yes. Solely on performance, but a character is still hardened without having to be hardened without. I don't know if you want that. I don't know. They're hardened without being definitely evil, and they promo themselves down to the ring as well with their own 12 days of. And I thought that was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be they're masterful at the just dual promo, and it's. I mean, they should be, of course, but. The 100% commitment to it. 12 is a lot.
Yeah.
And they committed all the way down to the ring, all the way to the ring, using that as their entrance. And it was great.
Locked up.
Fantastic.
Now, I mean, like we mentioned before, like they could have just done all that and, had 5-minute match. And technically speaking, I would have walked away happy.
Right.
Nah, man, the Usos ain't about that life. They have had their 2017 has been otherworldly, and it's hard. It's not hard to notice because like part of it was with New Day, and I be loving the New Day. Like they're absolutely my favorite tag team of all time now.
Okay.
But if you deny the Usos their greatness after this year, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, man, because it always seemed like tag teams used to be a place to get not necessarily relegated to, but it's like just take a step back, take it a little easier. You're working a little more character off of. No, man, Usos aren't going to rest on that, and it has been absolutely ridiculous everything to do. Do you think New Day is as great without the Usos as the foil earlier in the year? I mean, yes, but is it elevated?
Well, I mean, I think it started even before that because you remember like they had that short feud with Breezango. And that kind of like put them in that place. I feel like that they were definitively heel in that one because Breezango's Breezango. Everybody would be loving them.
But they still played.
And, you went from that and then you start like the summer of the Usos and New Day. Like it went into fall. Like just the back and forth between them. They went from definitively heel when New Day came in to they just kept coming back and back and back as they're having these great matches. And it's just, is it without the New Day, is it still as great? It's hard to say because it happened.
I almost feel like even through the Breezango feud and through the New Day feud, that those were both designed to feature Breezango and the New Day. And it just happened to be, Usos are going to be a good match for them so it can, elevate them. And this is where we get to show them off. And the Usos just said, no, we got stuff to do.
Yeah.
And they made it not just about themselves, but elevated the other teams as well. Teams that didn't need elevate. But by them elevating them, they elevate themselves as well. It's been fun.
I swear to God, if we miss like real comments because of this fucking couch auction, I'm going to be really upset. I mean, it matters. I'd like to engage our audience. So,
but then they have the match, and it's 4 in the ring at a time. I thought this was just going to be an absolute cluster. There's no way they're going to be able to coordinate something halfway even remotely decent out of it. But everything coordinated, everything wonderful, everything beginning to end. And we got a feature through the match. This is something we pointed out before it started. Are we going to see Shelton do Shelton shit? I was very excited. It's like, of course he's going to do something Shelton. And then he just kept doing Shelton shit.
You know the way when you think about like when Shelton came up, I can't believe like I didn't know going in like a 4-way like this. Yeah, he's going to excel.
Yeah.
Because, he came up at a time when...
Your spots are less frequent and they're bigger, and that plays right into it.
Think about, like, some of his biggest moments in his career have been in multi-man matches, like Money in the Banks and stuff like that. And, you You said it is. Oh shit, Shelton shit.
Yeah,
like
the fact that there's a term for it.
yeah. At some point, like just like this mega suplex off of the top rope, and I was just like,
Just that jump climb he can do up to a top turnbuckle is just ridiculous.
It's the first time since he's been back that he's done that.
Yes, that's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
And you know it's coming, and I think they left a perfect amount of time for it to marinate and get you ready for it. And then there it is. And now I thought that was going to be the feature for that team. New Day is of course going to do fantastic stuff. Usos of course going to do fantastic stuff. But performance-wise, just the excelling of Rusev Day and Jordan, not Jordan, Shelton and Gable. You had Gable go into himself there for a moment of, hey, who's the biggest dudes out here? All right, look, I get him, 5'2". I'm throwing every motherfucker. I'm throwing them all. And rolling over, throwing them again. Like, you could just see the adrenaline hit, and it's like, no, there's no way that this dude is going
chance.
to. This can't possibly happen. But he does it, and then he does it, and then he does it, and does it, and does it, and does it, and does it. And it almost felt like just an absolute coming out moment for him because, yeah, there's Shelton shit. There's some Gable shit, too.
So again, we mentioned when they came out, least over. During the match, though, probably most over.
Yeah, as far as work rate, Jesus.
They were amazing. And
Yes.
and again, this was the match I've been waiting for from them as a tag team.
Yeah.
Like, really showcasing what... And I mean, I guess, when you think about it, perfect time for it. Because you have 4 teams that are super... Well, 3 teams that are super over and 1 that's really great, but
got
hasn't
respect,
shined.
but it has that potentially.
So, wowzers.
And you can, I don't think this is something that I hope doesn't go underappreciated, is Aiden English as a performer, as far as being able to sell shit and do shit. All of his moves are fluid and wonderful. His signature maneuvers are fantastic. His finishing is fantastic. And it's something that I think will get outshined quite a bit, but goddamn, he's really, really good as a performer.
Yeah.
As the athletic portion of it, you figure somebody with like crazy weird character isn't gonna have that, but nah, he does. And then goddamn matchka kick parties all over the place. Just I couldn't have asked for anything more from that. I didn't know what I wanted. I thought it was gonna be a cluster, and it was.
How about this? You know, the one thing we haven't mentioned yet is this was a very different kind of 4-way.
Very.
I mean, normally it's, one-on-one, and you tag kind of like whomever you want. This was one member from each team in the ring at the same time.
Right.
So it was a true fatal 4-way, and you could only tag your partner.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure it's been done before. I don't remember the last time they did it that way, though.
73.
Okay. Photographic memory, Nathan, I didn't know you had.
Nah, I can't remember photographs.
If I ask you yesterday, you would not be able to tell me anything about yesterday?
Yesterday was a good day.
Okay.
That's all I remember.
This was a great match. Usos retain. I expected that.
Yeah, and yeah.
As much as I love all the other teams, I just didn't see anybody coming out of that as the new champs.
No, and nobody would benefit from it as much. And
Right.
That would, because Gable and Benjamin aren't ready for it yet. I want to see them in a chase.
Yeah.
I want to see them in a vicious chase, and that'll be fantastic. New Day doesn't need it, and Rusev Day isn't ready yet either.
Right.
They're just getting introduced as a team into the division.
Right.
And I think that's like the big takeaway from this is how elevated the entire division is.
Yeah.
You've got 4 teams right there. 4 teams that are just absolutely fantastic. And then you end up with another tag match later on in the card that's just featuring Owens and Zayn a little. That's it's like, oh my god, imagine them as like a just a standard tag as well. And you've got Breezango as well, and the goddamn Bludgeon Brothers, whose tag stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is a hell of a division, and it's all elevated as a result. It's amazing.
Christopher Brown, to be honest, I was expecting English and Rusev to take the belts and Benjamin and Gable to take the pin.
It very well could have, but
Well, I mean, and that's just, it shows you where the division is. Like, anybody could have won.
Yeah, and I don't think just taking it off the Usos yet. I think that's a bigger deal, and I think they're going to use it very well for either one of those teams. And it's going to be amazing, and put the Usos firmly into a heated rivalry with one of them, which is going to completely elevate them. And the Usos aren't going to get left behind either. It'll be the first time we're actually seeing the Usos as the dominant team, with somebody coming up underneath them, and I want to see how that storyline wise works.
Yeah. If
they're able to, and they will. I have absolute faith in them, because they went in looking dominant going against the New Day. Even in the Hell in a Cell, it's like, nah, this is their place, and they can give off the perception of being that dominant and that capable. And when somebody's coming up against them, man, that gives them something amazing to chase. Gable and Benjamin as a chase team would be fantastic. Rusev Day is, nah, we're getting serious and we're chasing this stuff. We real.
And you think about it, you also have the Ascension.
Yes.
Like, just kind of on the outskirts.
I don't know when they're coming back, but man,
I can't wait. I'm ready.
Can't.
And then on top of that, you have the possibility of Owens and Zayn being a team. Like a legit tag team.
They're so good.
Like, it's possible.
Have you ever watched any of that old stuff of them?
Generico?
It's
I've seen some of it. Yeah.
It's gotta be good.
So
the fact that they'll be able to transition out of singles as well. It's very nice.
It's a world where SmackDown, it really does feel like the land of opportunity where anything really is possible.
And everybody is taken seriously. Goddamn mojo. Goddamn mojo. And so far, Mojo beats Ryder. Ryder, by the way, unpushed, unstrapped. We'll get to that later. Okay, Dolph Ziggler wins the U.S. Championship. Wow.
Strapped. Usos retain. Strapped. Up next,
Women's Championship.
All right. Now, again, on paper, this seems like it should be a cluster. It's a lumberjack match.
On paper, without delving into the surrounding storylines, division-wide storylines, Charlotte and Natty, okay. I've seen. Well, I'm not super excited. It'll be good, sure, but I wasn't super excited.
Right.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. Hold on. This involves everybody.
It involves everybody, and okay, so it's a lumberjack match. It has 7 lumberjacks. Naomi. It's got Riot Squad, and it's got the Welcoming Committee, which is nice to see. They kind of didn't forget that happened.
Right.
Lana, Tamina, and Carmella. And heading in, you had Natty politicking to get all of the bad guys on her side.
Fantastic way to introduce the Riot Squad as a team that's not just, hey, we bad,
Yeah, and instead of, it seemed, at least from the jump, I love this. This was silly. It was stupid, but it worked. Natty kept throwing Charlotte out to the wolves.
Yeah.
And Natty didn't have to do anything.
Every touch that happened on the outside is a potential storyline and development thereof. Beginnings of. I mean, Charlotte ends up retaining, but she can go anywhere in any direction with any one of those, because we had the cash-in tease. Yeah. We have the Riot,
which was nice, by the way.
Unexpected and very well done.
I knew they weren't going to do it because I felt like the story was just all encompassing. This was more about like you were just saying, like, let's see where let's see where we can go.
Let's play with some touches and we'll see how that goes.
What kind of touches?
I didn't even talk into it. Don't need to. But I loved the commentary pushed the divisional storyline as well. Charlotte's got one friend out here maybe with Naomi.
Right.
And everybody else is not just against Charlotte and kind of okay with Natty whipping ass, but they also have a little beef as well. Like, hey, you're new here? Oh no, we're the bad guys.
Yeah.
We the bad guys? We the bad guys.
We the bad guys.
And those touches as well. Why am I talking about touches in the women's match? I didn't mention. Shut up! Stop it! Stop. But it set up good potential storylines and solidified Charlotte. Like we weren't. I don't know how ready we were for Charlotte to be the champ over on SmackDown yet, but this is a good job of solidifying it. Mm-hmm. And we had a weird breakdown with Natty, too.
Yeah. It's funny you brought that up because Christopher Brown says, what I find laughable about the Lumberjack match was the way Natty turned heel yet again with that "what the hell is she doing" promo at the end of the match and the IWC's reaction on Twitter asking if she was retiring.
It started like a retirement thing.
It felt like, oh my God, I'm going to step away. But yeah, she's just going further crazy, it seems.
Oh yeah, the heel turned heel. She's going to have more weird leather and see-through panels on her sides and Stardust sold shoulder pads.
I feel like, maybe she's moving to the middle of the division.
And I gotta say, I've always, I don't want to say criticized, but I've not been a huge fan of her in-ring character work. Mm-hmm. She seems very classical, bad guy, I'm gonna do those bad things, but
power wrestler.
Yeah, and it's been fine. It's been serviceable, but it hasn't been top of the card. This was top of the card character work for her last night. With her, I talk about playing to an audience of... I talk about playing to an audience as far as in-ring work with who you're working with, the audience at hand, and then the audience at home.
Yeah.
This felt like she was playing to the audience at home for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
And it felt really, really good until the promo, which got a little weird. But you could tell it was like, oh, she's remembering lines. It's okay. You turned your backs on me, I turned my... Okay. It's cool, doing something. But her engagement with Charlotte was very, very on point. And it's easier to make you involved as a viewer at home when it's that good. Mm-hmm. And it was wonderful. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
I wouldn't say it quite like that, and probably nobody should.
Yeah.
I wish that was a longer storyline and they drew it out a little more. But, hey, here it is.
Here it is.
All of a sudden you're playing chess with a fish.
Yes.
It's not a euphemism. You played chess with a fish.
Again, Charlotte retains. Everybody, who comes out of that looking bad? Who came out of that looking bad in the division?
And that's the thing. Natty, this could have been a go away for Natty. Mm-hmm. Now she's leaving with direction. Mm-hmm. The beauty of SmackDown.
Yep.
All hail Ryan Ward. I don't even know if it's still him anymore.
They're just doing things right over there. It feels like. And again, we had the cash in tease reminding us that indeed she does have that briefcase and it can happen at any point in time.
And you had Riot Squad quelling that. Mm-hmm. Just fantastic. And there was that one Naomi spot saying, "Oh, Shelton, you want some Shelton shit? Let me just hop from the middle of nowhere to the top ring rope and then fly off the goddamn thing."
David.
What's it? Yes.
David, don't tell anybody.
What am I not telling people?
But I think I'm falling in love with Liv Morgan.
Oh, for Christ's sake! All right, here we go again. Do we invite her to the chat?
It's not like the Bailey where I kind of just want to hold her hand. Like I'm falling in love. Like this is, if I had hearts, it would be.
You want hearts? I'll get you hearts.
My goodness, Liv Morgan.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a blonde guy. Like I've never been into blondes, but it's like, I don't know, something about her introduction into SmackDown Live.
And I think I pointed that out last night. She's like taking the best of two that you've really admired and enjoyed. Mm-hmm. She's doing the best of taking some of Alexa's stuff, except she's like 6 foot instead of 2'9".
Yes.
And what was the other one she's taking? And the Carmella stuff.
Carmella, a little bit of Carmella, yeah.
So it's weird. It's almost because they played out that storyline a little on Twitter of Carmella and Liv going back and forth with each other, like, hey,
that's mine. Don't do that.
Hey. I'm Fabio. Oh wait, no, you got a theme.
We'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting developing storyline here at #Wrestlepals.
Going out for herself and getting over with Justin.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, again, we saw her wrestle with Aaliyah last year, and like that turned me around on her
weird,
completely.
I thought that was a R&B performer. It's good. You know the most sad part about your disapproving stare is I hear your beard rustle up against your shirt. Yeah, like that. Slower though, so I know it's more disapproving. And what am I looking at? Are you?
I didn't do the one yet. That'll be later.
Save that for. There. Hey, Justin's back. Mm-hmm. Somehow less reassuring. Oh, Justin. So yeah, women's division on SmackDown. Fantastic.
Up next,
Up next was
Oh, by the way, Charlotte retains.
yes. I wish Natty held out a
Strapped.
little longer. Strapped. Okay.
We'll get back to it at the end of the card.
I wish Natty had held out just a tad longer before the tap, but it was still good. It's still viciously executed.
So far, we're what? 4 matches in?
Yep.
3 matches?
Yep.
4 matches. So just say
Yes.
4 for 4. Mm-hmm. All right. Up next.
Hey.
Hmm?
Are they feeding Breezango to the Bludgeon Brothers? Can't have that. Breezango's obviously going to put up a hell of a fight.
Some sort of fight, right?
They've been crazy over with their antics, and it's been fun. And the antics have led into it, the giant weird investigation thing, and Breezango accidentally challenging, and and then all of a sudden there's a match.
Yeah.
It was exactly what it needed to be.
It was.
As much as I want to see Breezango win and do some fun stuff, they don't need it.
They don't need it.
They're on the card. They're performing. They're loved universally.
Mm-hmm.
And
You know what's more important? The Bludgeon Brothers are new, and they're dominant, and they're winning in swift fashion.
Mm-hmm. And
What's more important?
I feel the beginning of the differentiation between the old Wyatt family and this, which is something I did not think we were going to really get, with those big foam hammers. But, whatever. I just want to pretend they're really strong. They're really strong, Justin.
Yeah.
Let's suspend some disbelief. Yes!
That's
big
funny.
foam hammers, yes!
I don't mind the hammers as much. The gear does need to go, or at least be tweaked. I don't like the gear. I love everything else about the act. I hate the gear.
Is it just color scheme? If we swap out that red for something else.
Maybe, I don't know, like that weird belt thing that Rowan's wearing just looks funny.
I like that there's a little bit of differentiation between the two of them.
Right.
But, yeah, dude, I don't know.
I don't know what they got to do there. Something.
Hey, you know what we need? Hoods.
Fashion.
Get some hoods. Get some big foam hammers. Also, I want to wear some lycra that looks like it's been ripped and stuff. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they
Fashion police?
Maybe they just need some dirty clothes. Put those guys in some dirty clothes. I've got plenty. It's in the back of my fucking car.
Oh, Nathan. Keep letting that. Okay, so
I love my life. Life.
Bludgeon Brothers get the big W. This one, not strapped.
Okay, but fantastic use of the tag team stuff. These are two dominant guys, and damn, they've amplified each other with the work they're doing.
Yeah,
you can tell that's really what they've been working on. It's fantastic. And seeing, as much as I want to see Harper as a singles competitor, and I kind of enjoyed Rowan as a singles competitor as well. Not so much the work, but still, I like it. I like them as characters. They're gonna form into something nice here. That's differentiated from the Wyatt family.
I'm just happy that number one, the divisioning is thickening up, and number two, Luke Harper is on television.
Yeah,
they're both on television right now, weekly.
And then they gave him microphones.
Yeah,
I like Harper as this weird, erudite individual. Like he looks like he should be a monster, but he's like brilliant. And in real life, he's actually like brilliant. Meanwhile, Rowan is actually brilliant.
Yeah.
And they tried playing that. He's a genius, but he's just weird. But it's man, that promo's weird. But if they let Harper lean into it a little more and be a little more himself, still vicious and nasty, but his voice is like soothing and smart.
Yeah.
And then Rowan's a weird counterpoint. But it sounds like they're both trying to be very
angry,
brooding,
beat you. Dark guys. Yeah.
It's like, cool, nice demolition promo. I liked it. 80,
maybe. I mean, clearly it still needs work. It's only been on television 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
The work is there. The characters, I'm glad to see them. I want them to fall into something, and they'll get there.
Yeah,
they will absolutely get there.
All right, next. This makes me so happy, this match.
This had no business being...
No
business being good.
No, it doesn't. All right, so
this was worth the $10 just to get back into the
team.
The I ain't canceling.
It's the Kevin and Sammy show. The Sammy and Kevin show.
Yep.
Taking on a dream team of sorts. Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Absolutely.
Now, We've seen that a couple times. I know, like it's like I'm too close to the thing or something.
I'm just gonna start taping all of
Plus,
this
I'm
shit
starting
down.
to get to the point where I have to pee, so that's great.
Cool, I'll just keep you blocked in here.
Too much coffee, too much water, too much Spike Energy drink. What are you gonna do?
Probably die. I mean, if I had to guess.
You know,
How much niacin do you need? Jesus Christ.
lots of it. Nobody will miss me. It'll be fine.
The aim is getting better. Same shit joke every time. Sorry.
Okay, so the caveat here is Shane is going to be the referee.
Yes.
Firstly,
Obviously gonna F over Owens and Zayn.
Yeah. Obviously.
He's biased. And that's what they've been saying. This is the beauty of when Zayn went with Owens. He went because Owens is right.
Yeah.
And the beauty going into this is Shane's going to screw them over. Owens is right.
Owens is right.
And they're making a stand and being...
They're righteous.
They're being assholes, and they're right.
There's
nothing worse than a goddamn righteous asshole. And that is a righteous son of a...
There's truth to what they're saying, and I mean, it makes them so much better because there's truth in it, and the proof was in the pudding this Sunday.
I can't have pudding.
Okay. So Daniel Bryan realizes this. He wants to do right, not only by them, but for SmackDown,
By the show,
for the
and,
show,
and for the sake of wrestling in general.
Right. So
The sanctity of the sport that he loves, that just wants to, he's the weird paragon of virtue in this whole story. He's the untouchable, the uncorruptible. He's right and righteous all the time, and also a good dude.
So he inserts himself as not the referee. He doesn't replace.
He can't overstep that boundary because he's
Right.
playing within the rules.
Right. So he inserts himself as the second referee. What? Again, I don't think this is the first time it's happened, but it's clearly the first time it's happened in a long time. I can't remember the last time it happened. So,
And you can't have that without some sort of, forgive the term, fuckery. And it's coming.
if I need to go to the bathroom, do you want to handle it by yourself, or do you want to go to a break?
I'm just going to say yep for like 30 seconds. Like if you want me to just say yep into the camera for 30 seconds,
Plus, I
can
never
do
got
this.
to eat my eggs.
Why do you like coddle them underneath like that? What the hell is wrong with you? Why 2? Why not 3? Or 1? Or, an odd number?
They only sell them in 2s. What do you want from my life? What do you want to do? Because I don't want to pee on Matt's floor.
Got a cup here.
I'm not peeing in a cup on camera.
Not on camera.
Pee in a cup off camera. Pee on that couch.
Everyone says. He's got a piece of that. He just wants me to get up.
What do you want to do about it?
I'm going to say yep for about 30 seconds. Here we go. There he goes. Consummate professionals. So, hi chat. How are you? Yes. Just to acknowledge that. Yeah, saw the whole War Machine and Ricochet potentially coming over. Yeah, yeah, that's exciting stuff. They're finishing up their. They're finishing up. He's in the bathroom. You want me to mic that? Hold on. Be louder, Justin. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Yep. I'm handling it. I'm not actually handling. He's got this. There's all kinds of handling noises coming out of there as it is. He doesn't need my help. He's peeing just fine. It's a really solid stream, very deep sounding. So I don't know if he's like going mid and like really concentrating. It doesn't sound like a whole lot of force behind it. He's not pushing. I've overanalyzed this way too far. I'm not thinking about I'm thinking the stream only, not necessarily the equipment and utility of. I'm not holding it for him. Moral support only, not actual support. Just construct a flying buttress up to it, so it could just rest like an aqueduct. As it, it's literally transferring of. I'm not doing well, Justin. Did you wash your hands? You need to. Fucking, I hope you did, and I hope that's water. I'm getting up now. Step out. Hope that mic was on.
I didn't turn it off. I turned mine off.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, did you just transition back to that?
Yeah.
Or has that been on the whole time?
No, that's been on the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was sitting here with a guitar for no reason.
Yes.
Sitting there making flying buttress gestures towards a.
Towards nothing.
Well, you were in the bathroom. It was still towards. Never mind. Butt trees. Yes. Butt trees. So.
Your science is flawed, Nathan.
Oh, shit.
Anyways. I feel better, guys.
Calm. Better. Good.
Yeah.
I didn't even tease you with the water. I had the water down here.
Hey, Mikey.
But then,
Where were we?
not Mikey. Owens and Zayn, and Nakamura and Orton.
Okay.
And you get you expecting the effery from the two referees. Don't know how this is going to go down.
Again, this should have been a train wreck.
Way too many factors. SmackDown has been honestly all of WWE has been fantastic as far as like, well, this is overbooked to hell. Here we go. How are you going to handle? Oh, very very well. Thank you.
Again, like as it's happening, I think
How much is an ambulance?
I think I put it out there that just like at some point I was like, I don't know why I shouldn't like it. I'm loving this.
So,
Like the play between Brian and Shane, like just from start, was, you know what? Oh, we'll figure this out. You know, at some point they clashed. It's like, okay, you take this half of the ring, you take that half of the ring.
what a dumb little story device.
Yeah,
What a dumb device.
shouldn't have worked.
And the fact that you have the triangle choke, but also a pin at the same time, and then the tension there. Fantastic build of like they had I think it was 4 points of tension between them before they got up to the actual stuff, and it's like it was escalation. It's like very simple storytelling. Intro, reinforce, come to a head, and then come to the head.
One of my favorite parts of Zayn being with Owens is, okay, so firstly,
The corrupted, righteous asshole. How much does he enjoy himself right now?
yes, it's
Yes.
great. I love that he's committing. The ring work is actually coming. Like that was one of those things, just like with Mojo. I was worried about can he work a heel style as this character?
Because he's enjoying it.
Yeah, and taking on some of Owens' characteristics. Now suddenly Zayn is talking a lot of Cash S in the ring, and it's beautiful. It is beautiful. The both of them just barking nonstop.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
God, I wish I could remember the line that he threw out there. He was just shit talking Zayn, and I was like, "That's so excited," because that's where Owens' personality and just what has made him special has been coming through. It all goes back to Headlock Master.
Yes.
Because Headlock Master.
Yeah, and it's funny because I told you I was listening to the Brian Kendrick on Austin. They were talking about the headlock and how it's not supposed to be a rest hold; it's supposed to be a working hold.
Yeah.
And that's a different way to work the headlock.
Exactly.
Run your mouth.
It's a fantastic way to do it.
Yeah.
It's almost, but it's making that transition from physical to character. And if you can put them together, wonderful.
It's true. So I guess this moves us to the actual fuckery.
Yeah. The match is fantastic. Of course. And if there's one comment from the match, first of all, anytime Orton and Zayn are touching, which is freaking wonderful. But it's the first time I really felt Nakamura came together.
Yes.
Like, we know he's amazing. We've all known he's amazing. But this is the first time I felt real fluidity in his offense. The everything led to something else without it being disjointed. And everything looked vicious.
Yes.
You can almost tell, like, it's not like, it doesn't feel like okay, it's time for the pay-per-view show, I'm going to step up. Because he's always good. But this just felt like he had somebody he was comfortable with, especially with Zayn and by proxy Owens. And it felt comfy and he felt good and all of it flowed together and it really felt like we finally got a cohesive wrestling character of Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yep. So
the fuckery happens.
The fuckery happens, and
now we had pre-fuckery. The coming to a head was the little bump. And what was it? Brian got pushed into
right. Owens was out of the ring.
Yeah.
McMahon was down to count. D-Bry was just monitoring, and Owens gets back in the ring, pushes D-Bry, and he stumbles onto Shane.
Yeah.
And D-Bry immediately up with the, oh no. And Shane gets up and gets in his face and, what are you doing? What are you doing? It was over. It was over.
Right.
What are you doing? What are you doing? And they're just kind of at each other. And, look, man, I didn't mean it. I got pushed. I didn't mean that.
And the fact that he knew kind of what happened, but still didn't scold Owens for it, it's like, oh, look at this. We're watching the corruption of a righteous man. And it's weirdly deep that it shouldn't be, but it was so good because Brian's so good at the character of the righteous paragon of wrestling. And damn, watching it go down. So then,
back into the match.
we start getting, Shane's biased.
Clearly.
Shane wants them gone.
Yep.
And he's willing to be as nefarious as necessary to get this job done. And again, further corruption of the righteous man, still trying to do the righteous thing.
Yeah. And so Shane goes down for the pin.
Yep.
1, 2.
You son of a bitch.
Not going for the 3.
Nope. I'm holding that. I'm getting nervous.
Yeah. It makes you feel comfy. You're going to have to pee soon too. So it'll be great. The clear effery again. Oh man,
It's definitive now. All of those suspicions and all of the Owens and Zayn talk is now come to fruition, and it's true. But they got to it via a method where it's been self-perpetuating. The only reason Shane's really that pissed at them or really that after him is because they're still in his face and still being a-holes about everything. So they forced Shane to show his hand that he's willing to do whatever, including cross lines, and that forces the righteous man to step in.
And go, nah, don't, what are you doing, man?
Oh,
No. And again, it's,
Oh, Ray Romano's very upset.
put the cookies down.
Yes. Cookies.
So D-Bry's in his, what are you doing, man? Again, back in his face. And again, it's coming to a head here.
Now we've seen back and forth. We've seen Shane as the aggressor. We've seen Brian as the aggressor.
And then I believe Zayn gets a roll-up.
Yeah.
And D-Bry down. Wow. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Again, D-Bry doing what it takes to, hey, man, don't F these guys over. I mean, again, it's easy to say, Daniel turning heel, he's going to be the bad guy coming out of this. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Again, just the same as the Owens and Zayn thing.
but they left enough wiggle room.
They're righteous.
Because, again, he's right.
Yeah.
Like, he was trying, other than the actual fast count, he was right.
That was just turnabouts. And that can be justified.
Yeah.
That can be justified even to a moral man. And there we go.
Yeah. So, team Kevin and Sammy wins.
Yeah.
And just want to point out again, strapped. 5. We'll get to it.
I'm going to have faith in you, and I don't know why.
And there's one more match. It's the main event of the evening.
Yeah. Yeah, this shouldn't be good.
There's no reason this should be good,
No.
other than AJ Styles is half of it, so you know it's gonna. It's AJ Styles versus Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship, and Wowzers McTavish, probably Jinder's best match to date.
This is just amazing for him. Just solidifying where he's going to be. Because, I mean, this is going to be... we heard that in the... Did you watch the Talking Smack afterwards?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Very
Yes.
good. This is going to... It's kind of the blow-off for Jinder. And that's okay. He doesn't need to be... He doesn't need to be into it, into the title picture to be amazing. Because we've had this weird spot... excuse me. Coffee, hey. With the title picture of like, well, who the hell's in it? Oh, right, it's just AJ and... cool.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I imagine that's what we'll get Tuesday, is we'll see who's going to elevate up.
And it's weird. We have a point in time where Jinder can take a direction of first of all, also tag team. Goddamn Singh Brothers.
Yes.
I want Singh Brothers. I want the goddamn Bollywood boys. I want Harv. I want Gerv. They're great. But Jinder can go any direction with this right now. He could even say, "I respect AJ Styles," and be a respectable big man in the top of the in the top of the card. Oh, cool. That's what we need. Thanks, Windows
Virus
Defender.
and threat protection. Sorry to interrupt, but just quickly before we get too far into this match, Christopher Brown, I can't believe I didn't bring this up. Like, I was wondering this too. Based on what we saw Brian do in that match as a ref, what are the odds he might have been cleared to get back in the ring, even on a limited basis?
He absolutely said that last night. He got so excited. Like, I could tell the pants. Well, the pants were also, but it was. You had an amazing time.
Like,
They don't just let you in there. Nah, man. No. It's like, okay, you didn't need to video that, Justin, and send it to me. But I understand what you're saying.
Like
He took a push.
I didn't even. Yeah, I
They
didn't
don't
even
play
think
around.
about it.
There's zero tolerance as far as like anything questionable. So, oh man, if they're keeping that a secret on you, so nice. But he took a little push. Not a bump, but a little bit of something.
Well, he's also.
It would have killed a mortal ref.
Yeah. But he's also getting involved in a storyline.
Yeah.
Like, he's been there and he's been on the program, but he's just kind of been
On what?
On a program.
Okay.
He's just kind of been a figurehead. You know, like they haven't really weaved them into any of the storylines other than Miz. But I don't even think that really invaded television that much. I think that was more talking smack.
That was them just playing, man.
Yeah.
Having fun.
They don't just let you in the ring.
No.
Even as a referee.
Yeah, we've tried. They told us that.
They don't just let you in there, even as a referee. There's where there's smoke, there's fire. Where does it go? Is it leading to Shane and Debray at Mania?
Jesus. God, no. They're going to fall off of things. He falls off
man.
the building. Motherfucker fell out of a helicopter.
I'm very curious, and there's no immediate answers we're going to get for that one. That one will be, I'm sure, slow burned.
Yeah, as well it should be.
Yes, absolutely.
'Cause
if he's coming back, it needs to be at Mania.
What is this, like? It's like September 2018 is the contract. They might take it out even farther.
Maybe.
This could be the biggest thing in the longest time.
Yeah.
You know? And again, just a little bit of play, a little bit of interaction leading up to that. We'll see.
Yeah. So back into the main event, Jinder and AJ again. On paper, it's Jinder. He was fine as the champion. You know.
Serviceable. He was the evil, shitty figurehead.
Yeah, and you know he was mostly winning. You know, in nefarious manners, and you know, not any real wrestling clinics with his feuds with Orton or Nakamura. Just they were good matches.
Great dudes who can elevate him and introduce him to that style, that big style, that weird confidence that's almost necessary to be able to command the presence in the arena and through the television. And yeah, man, I think we saw it come to fruition last night. Jinder's going to be solidified as a potential top of the card dude.
At worst,
in a SmackDown that's not devoid of singles competitors,
right?
But really benefit from having those big dudes.
I mean, worst case scenario, he is the lower end of the top of the card.
Well, I mean, what if he says, you know what? I'm out of that. I have much respect for AJ Styles. I'm moving on, and I don't know. I kind of like that U.S. title.
Yeah,
I'm a champion through and through, and I haven't held that. I kind of I kind of want to hold that for a minute.
Yeah. It's there. Anything can happen with Jinder now.
Yes.
Again,
SmackDown building from nothing.
I'm curious to where they can hold him, because like after JBL lost the championship, which is what a lot of people are comparing this to, like he kind of fell off, not really fell off the face of the earth, but he was no longer that guy.
Right.
He had that amazing reign, lost to Cena, and then suddenly he's JBL, but he's JBL.
This son of a bitch.
Is that where Jinder's gonna be? Like,
I hope not. And SmackDown's the best place for that to not happen. So
we'll see. Again, like,
because Tuesday's gonna be great. Because now you finished the storylines, and now it's just a straight on run to the Rumble, dude.
Yep.
And that's never a small time.
Never. The Colossus protected until it didn't need to be anymore. Is AJ the first one to kick out of it? I think so. I don't think anybody's kicked out of that.
I'm pretty sure.
So he does last night, and he threw everything at Jinder. By the way, like,
and Jinder
everything.
took a shit ton of everything.
Yeah.
It did that 450 splash is so dangerous.
Yeah, I wish he wouldn't do it as much.
Like there's other things like you've got the spiral tap, you've got that Fosbury flop thing. He hasn't broken those out. I don't know if they'll let him or if they're just saving it for a different thing. But that 450, damn, I'm surprised. Surprised anyone of you would want to do that. But holy hell.
So that's Clash of Champions. Yep.
And then, you know what, they talked smack, very good at building up the champions afterwards.
Yeah, and so they talked to
Charlotte, who had a big, just goddamn bruise on the side of her head. He's like,
it's a natty mark.
It's good.
I like
Badge
it.
of honor.
Yeah. And then they talked to the Usos, who were great. Poor Sam. I will say, like, he handled it better than Pete.
Sam Roberts, not Pete Rosenberg, so I'm a big fan.
Thank you. Like, again, I'm not huge on Sam Roberts, but I'll take Sam Roberts over Pete Rosenberg any day. And he handled himself better in there, I think. He was trying to play at one point, and then the Usos are kind of like, what do you mean? Like, they kind of turned on him. But he brought him back around. And again, just being, if you're going to be willing to play, then you got to be willing to get smacked in the face.
Yes.
So
it's time for me to look like a fool.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And that's what brought him back around is like he asked a question and they kind of slapped him in the face, and then he started singing later, and it was like, oh, you know that song, and they came back around on him. It was nice to see him play.
Ready and willing to play. Mm-hmm. Pete Rosenberg can't do that. He's an asshole. F that guy.
I hate that guy. I hate him.
He wore the Bobby Heenan jacket with his own name. Like, oh,
what a dick.
Like, I was willing to give him a pass. I know you hate him.
Uh-huh.
And I've watched the career of Sam Roberts from intern on Opie and Anthony to where he's at now, and it's been fun, and I have crazy respect for it. But you're gonna turn around Sam Roberts. The more you see him, the more it's an unfortunate looking gentleman.
Yeah.
Like, I would never say I'm a handsome dude or nothing, because truth. But come on, dude.
Rosenberg. Now I'm mad because I hate that guy.
Rosenberg.
I hate that guy. All right. I think it's time, man.
What's the time for?
Oh, maybe some Raw highlights? What do you think?
Nah.
No?
Well, I mean, we did have a couple little things to discuss as far. For God's sake. Hold on. You move the little chat panel for me. I want to make sure I get this right. I send you something. I send you a thing, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know how you're going to use it. Hold on. Of course I wore the black shirt today. Hold on, let me line up the shirt hole. There we go. You know what? You're right, Justin.
Shut up. We look great.
Look, I gotta even get the headphones in there, right?
Look so good.
We do. We look great.
We look great.
We look great. I gotta go back and cut out his arm there because I want that to match up with my dumb shirt. I gotta wear a black shirt every week now. This is stupid. I'm not making that face because you're gonna turn it off, and then I'm gonna be going to the camera. That was your chance. I made this. No, man. No.
Curses.
Smiling too hard. Oh.
What?
I was happy for a moment. In a moment, I was happy, and then just it's weird. My hand just. Hey, Justin.
Hey, man.
How'd you go?
Right here.
Thought you had to pee again.
I was sitting right here this whole time.
You know who else was here?
Who?
She.
She?
I don't know how to say.
She was here?
Was she?
She's here.
I don't. Was she?
God, I kind of hope we get that.
Get what?
I hope we get Sister Abigail.
Ah, for Christ's sake! First of all, okay, if you want to talk that tad of Raw, because we still have the final battle stuff too.
We got a lot to get to. Like, so maybe just kind of some Raw headlights. Raw highlights.
Boop. Someone had a picture of Jinder Mahal, and he's just like
the weird nipple thing.
Yeah, like he's got one puffy nipple. Do I need to cut that out next week? Are you gonna put puffy nipples on us?
No.
Thank you. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh boy.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Needed that.
Yeah, that's what I needed. That's where I wanted to go. Sorry, just pulling up the highlight thing.
The gimmick.
Yeah.
Raw was pretty good last night. I didn't get to catch the very tail end, unfortunately.
Because they've had the all right, we're building towards Rumble. And they started pre-Clash, which is fantastic. This is storytelling that I like. The overlapping a little bit.
It's what SmackDown has been doing well.
Yeah.
And Raw has not, mostly.
Because SmackDown has already been building towards Rumble within their storylines. And their storylines are cohesive and connected like that. And they flow seamlessly. And it's been great. Raw's taken a cue from that, doing that as well. And
thank you.
And time-wise, too. Time-wise, it used to be that a pay-per-view was a definitive end, and then the next night is the beginning. And it was okay, because it's fun getting exciting stuff the next night. But man, this cohesive storytelling has been much better. So, yes.
Yes. One slip up, and it gets jumped on.
Oh, did they get you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what'd you expect? It wasn't me.
Yeah. Do you want to start with like the biggest news, or do you want to start right at the top of the show?
Well, the top was some big news.
Yeah, it was.
You got a three-way at the Rumble: Lesnar, Kane, and Strowman. And I want to just commend Kurt Angle for his announcement of it. Of like, nah, man, my neck hurts. I gotta get the fuck. I gotta go. You go. Dip.
I like it.
Gone.
I liked everything about that segment. That was a hot open to the show. You had, all the individual parts. You had the huge pop for Heyman when he comes out. Ladies and gentlemen. And then Lesnar's music hits. You've got all three. And then, like you said, Angle. Triple threat. I'm out.
It's wonderful.
Beautiful.
I can't tell you how much that added to it and how much that made it seem special.
Yeah. And so, like, those three fight it out a little bit, which was fun. I like that. I like the triple threat. Lesnar has a really good history in triple threat matches, too. The Rumble a couple years ago, Rollins, Lesnar, and Cena, it's outstanding.
Right.
I expect no less.
And you know what? This gives as a storytelling element, this gives an out for them to not be in the Rumble as well.
Yes.
We don't have to have Strowman as an unstoppable force. We
Right.
don't have to have Kane as I want my elimination record back or anything. It leaves him a space to be.
And it also blurs the line of now Brock doesn't have to be beaten to lose the championship. So the chance that Brock doesn't leave as Universal Champion is actually higher. Not only just percentage-wise, but perception-wise.
And it's one of those things. If he ends up going away after it, say Strowman takes out Kane, okay, that gives a reason for Brock to go hibernate and marinate on some anger, and then when he comes back, it's just that much bigger.
And if he goes away at Rumble, he can be hot again come Mania time, and you can put him into some hot story like a couple weeks out,
right?
Like because it's Lesnar. I mean, if he's gone for a little bit, he comes back. It's holy. There
we
he
didn't
is.
know he was leave him out just long enough so you wonder if he's coming back or if he's done.
Yeah. I'm hoping that he actually does lose the championship, because as much as I have hope that Roman's finally in the place that he needs to be, and that he could be Universal Champion. He could beat Brock. It's believable. I understand that, and that would be a good match. Where Roman has at right now is it's beautiful. It's effing perfect for like the whole show, and I just think that would it'd be a smart move to keep that Intercontinental Championship on him. I think that's the most money. That's the best way to get a high-profile match out of Roman Reigns.
And I hope that leads into something at the Rumble instead of just being in the Rumble.
Right.
Because I kind of don't want to see him in it.
Yeah, me neither.
And we have the roster's been the biggest it's ever been. And we've always got that whole who's coming in? Who did we get last year?
Steve.
And we got AJ one year, right?
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. So. All right.
Anthony says he hopes Braun wins the match, the triple threat. Again, there's the cloud of uncertainty now because it is a triple threat. Braun could pin Kane. That could be the whole reason they introduced Kane into this storyline, is so he can lose to Braun at the Rumble, and Brock loses the championship and goes away for a little bit.
Did we discuss the whole thing about Kane last week? He came back a little while back, and people were like, why is this old man coming in taking these young guys' spots and being dominant? And then like 2 weeks later, why are they booking Kane like a little bitch? It's like, all right.
You can't win.
Oh, internet. You and your couches.
You can't win.
You guys are silly.
The next segment, I don't know what you want to do next, but like, good God, Jason Jordan's finally finding that groove.
That character is so stupid. I love it.
He's finally...
Whiny little bastard.
Yes. He's finally finding the groove. His in-ring work has been there. I still think he needs like a finish, like a bigger, big-time finish rather than a suplex. But the mic work is coming together. The character work is coming together. The gear I like. I wish she would show up in street clothes. These are all nitpicky things. Street clothes occasionally instead of always being in gear.
It's one of those things when you talk about like analysis in that when you get into nitpicking, that means the big shit's taken care of.
Yeah.
So nitpicking is a wonderful thing. As far as creative feedback, if you're picking at little things, I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
Because I'm refining at that point instead of developing.
I love they're working like two different things with him. They're working him against the Shield.
Yeah.
And Joe at the same time. I like that he's like, nah, man, I want Joe. I want Joe. I want Joe. And in the meantime, he's cutting down or, ticking off the Shield. It's beautiful. And I scooted too far back again.
And it's good involvement for all of us. He's had like Joe ringside.
Yes.
Jordan just falls at his feet and he wipes his boot off ew.
And in the meantime, this is like another week in a row. God knows how many at this point. Jordan has a really quality television match with a high level talent,
and he doesn't need to win.
He doesn't need to win.
And when that win happens, it's going to be amazing, and he's going to have a celebration.
Yeah. Last week he cost Ambrose against Joe. This week he has a great match with Rollins. He's had good
Rollins
matches.
Falling into his character so well too.
Yeah.
I like the new Rollins.
It's funny. He's like, you know what? Nah, I'm here for Joe. You can wait your turn. And then he pushes him. He's like, fine.
All right,
let's
here
go.
We go.
I like it.
All right, the next segment is the big one. I'm sorry, we're like rolling through shit.
Yeah, we got a lot.
Balor, and I think this is
super important.
Yes, Balor with the little Miztourage there.
Yeah,
and
we have a cute little story they've been telling over the last couple weeks.
We're very thankful that the Miztourage has had something to do.
Yeah, they didn't just kind of write them off television.
And it's exactly what would have happened, 5-10 years ago. Miz is out, cool. You guys just see him catering. Bye. Nah, man, they're actually out there doing stuff. And they're taking it to Finn Balor. And
dun 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 dun. Dun. You will respect him, Nathan.
Sure.
You will respect him.
I did.
I like that they brought him in the same way they brought Finn
into
NXT. Only, it was against Ascension, but whatever. Hideo Itami.
Now he's going to be 205 Live, and they've teased that, but that was going to be Tuesday night.
Right.
So it's running in early.
I love this. I love this
Very
because
much.
it's the one thing I honestly feel like they should pull back. They shouldn't have the cruiserweights on Raw like as a segment.
Right.
This is how they should be using the cruiserweights.
They're here.
They're here. We're going to utilize them.
And there's interchangeability into the storylines.
Let's not tell the cruiserweight stories on Raw. Let's tell them on 205 Live, but still use these characters that we have.
But they're here for stories as well.
Yes.
Right.
Because you can't use everybody on 205 Live. There's only a spot for 3 matches, maybe some promos.
Usually, yeah.
This is beautiful. It's
yeah.
all we've wanted.
It's a big stage debut instead
Yes.
of a 205 debut, which would have been fine.
It would have
which
been.
would have been big. But I think this is going to... the purpose has to be, get excited for this dude.
Yeah.
And tune in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which is great.
But again, that's all you want out of this is use these people to make them watch on Tuesday.
Right.
Beautiful.
There you go.
There you go.
So that he represents the last of the NXT 5.
Yeah.
To finally come up. And
they're all up.
Even Triple H has acknowledged that, it's like it's been a long road, a lot of setbacks, but God damn it, here we are.
Here we are. And I mean, I hope Neville comes back into the fold. I haven't seen any Neville news in a long time.
Hey, you know what? He had a fun little run. Give him a little time.
Yeah.
Not everybody has to be there every week. So you talked about the cruiserweight stories and whatnot. He had Drew Gulak did not win.
No, he did not. That's still. I think the Rich
You're
Swann.
gonna win, Cedric?
You're gonna win, Cedric. I feel like they're still telling that story. I think maybe with the Swan stuff, they decided to pull back, and it makes more sense to just kind of ride the wave of Cedric.
Because Cedric's amazing, and he needs the showcase.
Yes,
it's good for him, good for Enzo, and Gulak is still sitting back there.
Yep, he
ain't going away.
Did you see the Nia segment after the match?
Did he have a thing in his nose? Stupid.
Bad news. I lost. I'm sorry, I let you down. Like, he's just trying to be, like, a good
He's
soldier.
just a good dude.
Yeah.
And just the one spot from that match was the weird suplex over the rope.
Yeah.
All the way down to the floor.
Oof.
What are you doing? Oh, you're professionals.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody's okay.
You're going to win, Cedric. You're going to win.
Goddamn Enzo and his goddamn glasses.
What are they doing here with Naya and
Who knows?
Enzo?
I have faith in
It's
it.
clearly a love storyline, obviously.
Yeah.
I saw it in DMs. How you doing? She slid up into his DMs.
Did she now?
Mm-hmm.
Happens.
Happens.
Asuka showcase.
Yes. They got her back on track. It's the weird hiccup last week with, the Absolution where they beat up Foxy and then they come out and say, hey, we've kind of just been letting you do your thing, but you got to get out of the way now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about that still. Because, I guess you still have the two heaters that Asuka can beat up on before she gets the page. It just feels kind of limited. I kind of wish she would have just kind of been her own thing for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Nitpicky, I guess. I'm being nitpicky here. We'll see.
Sorry.
Okay.
You're receiving direct messages. Look at this.
Yes.
Sure, man. So we have the bar still involved. Bar Joe, Sheamus, Cesaro.
I am done with the Shield versus the Bar.
And
I've been done for a
this
long
was the end
time.
of it because it looks like, and somebody mentioned it in the chat earlier. It looks like there are some elbow issues there for Ambrose, so he might be on the way out. And beautiful thing, they involve it in the storyline. They tell it on TV. They give a reason for him to be gone, and there we go.
There we go.
Even rolled it into a backstage segment, making it look brutal.
Yeah.
Dudes being able to get up and over on something that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing. But, I mean, that's kind of that. We had the
Yeah.
we had the great work promo. You got the picture. You want to throw that picture up? That shit happened. You see that? That shit happened.
He was playing.
That ain't a goldfish. That's Napoleon Bonaparte.
Napoleon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the loo of water. Was that what he said?
Fuck, what? Okay.
Yeah.
Disbelief?
Suspended. Did you like Bray's promo?
What did Bray do?
He was
he
like,
there?
well, it was before, well before on the show, and he starts talking about how Matt's a fool, and he's like,
Matt is a fool. What does that have to do with wrestling?
Is it the faces that he's making, and like he was defining, and is it the laugh, and he just
He's
went after him.
acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's the connection that they haven't had yet. Mm-hmm. Good.
And it seems like he's pulling more towards the bad guy side.
Good.
Finally. Like he's kind of been, always walking that line. But it seems like he's sort of leaving cult leader behind, moving into
demonic force?
Yeah. So.
Dig it. It's direction.
It's direction.
It isn't just circling. As long as he's going somewhere, doesn't matter how he gets there, just fucking move. Just move. Return?
Yes. I missed this. The stream, the place where I watched it, dropped right after Ambrose, the elbow thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh no, there wasn't that much long left in the show. So the last couple segments I missed.
The revival.
Yes.
You want to talk about
finally the revival returns.
Thickening up a division there.
Yes. It's a perfect timing too. If
Yeah.
Ambrose is going out with an injury, this is a perfect timing for them to come back.
And they can go any direction they want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so happy to see him back. Two good dudes you can see. Oh, they're littler guys. They're not gonna. Oh man.
No, they're such a good team.
And they had a nice little
Rocket strapped.
package there.
Oh, I forgot. Dang it.
What?
That's what the 5 for 5 was. Rocket strapped. The winning team. Almost everybody that won at Clash of Champions, E&C guests.
Oh, good for them. Good for them.
Rocket strapped.
Terrible.
FTRR. You get it, right? Finally, the revival returns.
Oh yes.
FTRR. I get it.
Please tell me they took that. Please, that's a thing, right? That's wonderful. Good for them. Good for them. You always keep playing in those back channels with those other dudes. Never acknowledge them, but always acknowledge them. Yeah. All the ladies want to walk with Linus. The favorite quote for the night. Goddamn Elias Sampson.
God, he's great.
Sorry, Elias. Yes.
Who wanna walk with
and it looks like the crowd's loving him.
Yeah.
Loving and hating. Loving to hate and hating that they love. And there he is.
Yeah.
Right in the middle.
Beautiful. I love that he found a place. Like he never has to be a main event guy.
Nope.
He never even has to it'll be nice to see him into an intercontinental or something.
Yeah, it's the honky tonk drifter.
Yeah, but he can just be a dude on the card, and that's fine. Mm-hmm. So he's got a nice spot, and people care.
So he starts this little thing, is shit talking wherever they're at. Mm-hmm. Bailey comes on. Good for him. Not a fan of the Bailey, apparently. Bailey went to give him a hug as he was leaving in disgust. Oh. It's like, oh man, come on. Oh. And Corey Graves, of course, don't touch him. He looks dirty. Don't touch him. He looks dirty.
Man, Graves has been on fire the last couple weeks.
Not just Graves, but Graves and Saxton.
Yes.
Saxton stepping up and fighting back.
Yeah.
And that just enhances both of them. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I don't even care who's there with him. Colt? I don't give a shit. Whatever, man. I got Saxton and I got Graves.
Yeah.
Look at him. Too cute. Ow, shit.
Oh, that hurts. Oh no.
I'm just gonna have you a collection of dudes along the ring ropes. It's gonna be great. Oh, don't think Owen's face ain't going there. It's gonna be great. Shut up. Come on, you don't line up a shirt hole. Get the headphones on right.
Shut up.
Like we're doing this great.
We look great.
We do look great. Get the shoulder right. Not making the face. So we have the announcement of a women's rumble. Mm-hmm. And damn.
I mean, it's been rumored for a little while.
Uh-huh.
It's...
Well, they've got I really hope it's a full roster. And you get some of those... Again, go back to women and start talking about touching again. We get those weird touches, cross-brand touches, where stuff can happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Christopher Brown. I like this. They've done this, with characters on the up in the last couple of years, like Slater at one point, Rusev. Here's an idea. Elias is in the ring doing his thing on the 25th anniversary of Raw, and Dwayne comes out and challenges him to a sing-off. I could see that happening, or something in those veins. Like, I could see them putting him in the ring with Rock, for something like that.
Yeah, well, Elias is declared for the Rumble, right? He's the first entrant.
Yes.
So far, he's obviously the clear favorite.
Yes.
He's the only one declared, but still. Wouldn't you just love him to throw somebody out and have 3 minutes of a concert?
That'd be beautiful.
And just it's a different song every goddamn time?
It'd be fun.
I love those spots. It'd be a waste, but still, it's freaking great.
Would it be a waste? No.
No, it wouldn't. You're right.
Because Bray did it a couple years ago, where he's throwing people out, utilizing the mic. Punk did it, even before that. Austin before that. Like one of the greatest Rumble moments is Austin sitting up in the corner, just waiting, tick tock, let's get the next guy in so I can whoop his ass and get him out.
Oh my goodness. And so as far as
God, we still got to get to like Wrestle Kingdom stuff.
Okay, and the women's Rumble could be fantastic.
It could be. They got the roster.
And you've got like the one that most people pointed out, Trish Stratus, saying, "Where are my boots at?"
Yeah.
Hey.
Did they say whether it was going to be 20 or 30?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope it's 85. I want Jazzy Gabbard in there. Abby Lath.
My God.
Bring him in there.
Yes.
A half debut. Just a half debut. Like, here you are. Hey, you remember these people. Okay, keep an eye out for them. Down on NXT. Have fun.
They did that with Bo Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
He came up and he was in the wrong... I mean, it was a horrible introduction for him, but it was an introduction.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. All right.
I think that's everything we need from Raw, isn't it?
That's what we need to cover. And the SmackDown will start up its new storylines and directions tonight.
Right.
So, big news you want to get to? You want to cover? Neither of us have been able to watch Raw.
I know, man, and I feel bad about it.
And we're going to.
We will.
We will. But goddamn.
Do we want to show this?
It's a wonderful thing. First of all, he's sitting on men.
Yes, he is.
Of course you show that. Why the hell wouldn't you show that?
I wanted to. I usually can just download the GIF, but that didn't happen.
That's fine.
For some reason. They did not offer this. Blam!
Look at that. Look at that there.
I didn't see this coming.
No, because you thought... Because this is a weird time as far as wrestling goes. Because you wouldn't think the character guys sit at the top of the mid-card at most. Mm-hmm. Right? Or they're silly bottom of the top of the card. And a guy like Dalton Castle is, first of all, he's fantastic in the ring, but he's character. He's all character. He's a shit ton of character.
Yeah.
He's flamboyant, for Christ's sake. He's got jumpsuits. He's
And
got
boys.
He's got the boys. The boys.
Boys.
First of all, yes, if you're seeing the GIF on the screen, those are the boys that
Those
he's
are the
sitting on.
boys. He's sitting on the boys.
It's a boy throne. It's a throne of boys. And here we are, a character
in Ring of Honor.
in Ring of Honor. The place has been like
Wrestling.
Yeah, getting over as a character there, and
He does deserve it. You're right, Anthony.
he absolutely
He
does.
absolutely does.
Because he's committing in the land of not going to be able to commit to the silly.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, this is just who I am, and it's wonderful, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
It's don't pull up.
What?
Your Christmas gift I'm gonna get you. Your action, very inaction figure. Slight action, then it gets tired.
Sushi.
Figure.
Too much sushi, brother.
Sushi.
Sushi.
Oh, poor Sam. What you pulling up?
Just some Twitter stuff.
Okay.
Did you have more thoughts on?
Yeah, it's just the fact that we can have a character get over gives you a lot of hope for a lot of those weird dudes, like a Breezango,
Yeah.
like a goddamn whatever the hell Matt Hardy's doing, and it's wonderful.
I think I should put that in the search.
Yeah, probably. Well, I'll throw out another weird little bit of news that I don't think we have another place for, but it'll fill just enough time for you to get what you're going to. Oni Lorcan and Apollo Crews with some outside WWE booking.
God, I love this.
It's kind of exciting.
I think it's a bigger deal for Apollo than Oni.
Mm-hmm.
Because Oni's on NXT. He's not like
They're not
used a ton on NXT.
They don't chalk that up as like main roster type dude. Apollo Crews is a main roster dude.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's been given the freedom to kind of do this, to show off, to elevate himself and wherever he's at, or to do the work is fantastic. And it plays off of that news we had last week of the Anthem giving a lot of the creative control back to the actual wrestlers. Mm-hmm. We're getting back into a time when it's like you have actual independent contractors that are independent and able to develop and maintain and sell their wares wherever they go. It really could be a whole dawn of a new thing, man. And the free flow of dudes. It's a statement I'm regretting. Of around here and there is a wonderful, wonderful thing. And
where the hell is this effing thing?
What are you looking for?
It's around here somewhere. Daniel Cormier, DC. He took a shot at the Young Bucks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the top merch seller? Oh, not just in wrestling, but in like retail locations around the world.
Yeah. Damn it! I can't find the spot. I wanted to show you because I don't think
you're
you've
gonna go get
seen the
yourself
spot.
a Daniel Cormier shirt.
You know what's funny?
Huh? Do you? Kid 1-1. Anyone heal? No.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
This isn't it, but this is gonna get me there. I think.
I.
There's a grown man. There it is. Jesus Christ. Okay, great. No, stop. You bastards.
What?
All right.
Here we go.
So somebody
This is the story
initially
you wanted to jump into.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super flippy drop kicky sequence. We'll have to rewatch it because we started in the middle of it. So he tweets this. It gets retweeted by somebody in MMA. Grown men watch this. And then
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Here.
Ooh. Look at this, the sound and stuff.
Gets out of it. Look at this. Matt Jackson. Has a takeover. No, pops out of it with a handspring. Sweeps the leg. Flip. We get that flip counter. Whoa. 2.
I'm gonna get there, Chris. Christopher Brown. I just saw a Twitter exchange between Russo and the Bucks. That's all involved here.
It's all part of the same deal.
Yes.
So yeah, that was the sequence.
Now, am I a fan of that? Not really.
Yeah. It's okay.
I can
it's okay.
appreciate the work that went into that. That many drop kicks in that short amount of time. That's impressive. Do I like that in my wrestling? I don't mind it. I'm not going to go out of my way to crap all over it.
It's a fun diversion every once in a while.
Right.
Yeah.
And as you can see, this is a 6-man.
Right.
That's a great spot for that.
Yes, that's where you do your silly shit.
Yeah. So DC comes back with a, oh man, I want, old school wrestling. Why don't you do DDTs and, blah, blah, blah. Well, whatever.
It's a great flipping match.
Great flipping match.
Absolutely right.
With Flip.
Yes. Well, he didn't capitalize.
I do love that the Revival responds to DC with, yeah, man, you're pretty great. Where can I send you our shirt?
He doesn't even know he's getting played. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. And you're just getting played by not being played.
And DC's
Wonderful.
like, yeah, man, let me get that
Of
the
course
Revival
you did.
shirt
Yeah.
because he loves the Revival.
Yeah, dope.
Forever the Revival, FTR. Finally, the Revival returns. I get it. So this gets even further because the internet's going nuts about it.
Right.
People are jumping to the defense of the Bucks, which I think rightfully so. Again, is it my cup of tea? Is that what I want always? No.
They're the sweethearts, man.
But this is that's a spot for that. That's where you do that.
When they're being serious, they're fantastic. When they're being silly, also. Finish the sentence.
So somebody says, Russo says something along the lines of, psychology, blah, 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 blah. And one of the Bucks comes back with,
It was Nick.
with the guy who created Viagra on a pole is trying to tell me about psychology. And I about lost it when I saw that this morning.
Just.
Who is Vince Russo to talk about psychology?
Vince Russo's going to talk.
Yes.
It's what he does. He can't not. And that's okay. And I wouldn't want him to, because it's going to be entertaining even when he's getting shit on. Sometimes that's more entertaining. But you mentioned his name. So maybe there's part of a weird genius somewhere deep inside there where it's like, yeah, you know who I am. which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good.
So that was a fun thing that's been happening over the last couple days. What else happened in the world of wrestling? Because I definitely am going to get the final battle, I promise.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait to watch it.
The card for
Wrestle Kingdom?
card for
That's
Wrestle,
only a couple weeks away.
card for
Two?
Wrestle, dude, yeah. Card for Wrestle Kingdom set.
We're not going to be able to watch that live, are we?
I don't know.
Like together. I mean, I get another hug?
Later. It's cameras off. Save them for elsewhere. I only have so many to go around.
Okay.
You ain't at the top of the list. Oh. You're on the list. You get to. God damn it. Yes, make sure to get the title in there. New Japan took votes on what their matches of the years are.
Okay.
Just a quick rundown. Number 5, Okada versus Evil.
Okay.
Fucking Evil is going to be amazing this next year. And goddamn Sonata. It's going to be wonderful. 4, Okada versus Shibata, which was amazing. 3, Naito versus Omega at the G1 Finals, which, yes. 2, Okada versus Omega at Wrestle Kingdom 11. And number 1, Okada versus Omega at Dominion.
Wow.
Notice something there?
No.
Okada's pretty goddamn great.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
And as much as the build for Alpha versus Omega is, and as much as it felt kind of like the taking a backseat with the Naito Okada stuff, their build is the headline. They didn't F over Naito again, and it's going to be good.
Do you want to run down the card real quick for Wrestle Kingdom?
All right,
Because we're not coming back before that happens, I don't think.
Okay, you got pre-show, which is New Japan Rumble. Roppongi 3K as the champs versus the Young Bucks.
Ooh.
As the first defense for... Okay, quick run. Just took this... You remember how I was talking about Evil and Sonata are going to be challenging because they won the tag thing?
Right.
They like dropped a Bullet Club of Fale, Tamataga, Tamaloa.
Oh.
So Bullet Club is going to be defending the 6-man versus the Taguchi Japan and Suzuki-gun and Chaos. So it's going to be one of those just big...
Multi-man.
Yes. 6? Nah, we got 12. Okay, and then we get into the singles matches here. Kota Ibushi versus Kota. Cody. God damn it! Kota versus Cody. There we go. That's gonna be great.
Yes, it is.
If you ever watch interviews with Ibushi, he's a weirdo. I love him. And I did Killer Elite Squad from Suzuki-gun versus Los Ingobernables de Japón.
Oh.
And so that's Sonata and Evil challenging for the IWGP tag. And then we got Suzuki versus Goto for the Never Openweight, and it's a hair versus hair match.
Oh?
Because Suzuki ain't goddamn scary enough. Let's ball that mean-looking son of a bitch up.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have the 4-way for the junior heavyweight Skrull Ospreay, Kushida, Takahashi. I can't believe I'm most excited for Kushida and Takahashi.
Yeah.
It's so good. I've taken a year to get involved into these things, and I'm very excited. Then we get towards the top of the card, Intercontinental Tanahashi versus Jay White, which
Should be fine.
yeah, a great intro for Jay
Tanahashi,
White.
great.
Yeah,
Jay White, okay.
we'll get there. I'm hoping
will.
for greatness.
Yeah.
And then we get the co-mains, Omega Alpha versus Omega,
Which will be outstanding, no doubt.
and Okada versus Tranquilo himself, Naito. Tetsuya Naito.
He gonna be great.
Learn his name. God damn it. We'll
I
keep
mean,
sending you gifts.
Couple years
I'm not talking
ago.
to all of you.
Couple years
Unless you want
ago,
them.
you had to learn about Nakamura.
Uh-huh.
Over the last couple years, you had to learn about Okada. Naito's definitely gonna be the one.
He's the dude.
He's the dude. And I mean, he came, like, pretty much when he started getting into that, I'm angry because I keep getting outshined, is when I came into starting watching Wrestle Kingdom. I think that was 9, right?
I believe so.
So about, like, 3-ish years, yeah, almost 3 years ago.
Yeah. That's when you first started having to pay attention.
Right. And, I'm glad, but
Yeah, it's been a fun ride, and I hope he takes it.
please...
And I hope he stays up there.
Please consider, because we're going to be wrapping up here soon. But as we're doing it, if you don't catch this live, you catch it later, you can comment on this or tweet us at Wrestlepals VA. Your favorites of 2017. We'll go with, just quickly, favorite singles competitor, favorite tag team, best feud, favorite match.
Get that for you?
It's, my mustache is like coming off into my mouth.
It's going rogue.
What's happening here?
I'll shave you later. It'll be fine. Continue.
Okay. What was that? 4? Favorite match, favorite feud, favorite tag, favorite single, favorite woman?
I got one. I don't know, like a most improved?
In wrestling. Okay, most improved. So 6. So if you're in the chat now, go ahead and give us any of those. Anytime later.
Anytime, we're forever checking it.
Yep. Hashtag Wrestlepals on the Twitter, at Wrestlepals VA, if you want to send it directly to us, or if you want to drop it here in the Facebook chat. Okay, so where do you want to start for your favorites?
As your favorite.
2017 only, as a reminder.
Let's go favorite woman.
Okay, and we're talking about wrestlers here.
Yeah, shut up. It's still gonna go Asuka as far as her rise, man.
Yeah.
And debut, and I still hope there's a little bit more in the tank for the year to get direction heading towards Rumble.
Or
you can even make a case for Paige as far as
could.
coming back from
lots of stuff, not just the injury.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff.
How
Yeah.
many people survive a Del Rio marriage? Probably.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go way outside of the box here because she
Rude.
and it was like a month. And they're just now teasing her for coming into NXT. But the impression she left on me in those 4 matches was just so high that I have high hopes for her. Shayna Baszler.
Very good.
Her performance at Mae Young was incredible. In 4 matches, I understood who she is, what kind of style she's going to have, and what I can expect when she comes in.
Yes.
It's hard to argue. I mean, you can make a case for lots of women. Sasha had a great year. Charlotte had a great year. Carmella had a great year. There's lots of people to make cases for. And I don't know that any of them would be wrong. So, again, give your answer. I'm going with Shayna Baszler.
Okay.
Just because she left the biggest impression on
These
me.
are still just initial impressions. We'll get
Right.
we'll get out a full list for our stuff.
Now, Christopher Brown jumped in here for tag team.
Yeah, and stealing both of our answers. Look at this.
Yeah. Tag team has to be Usos. Again, that's one of those things. It's hard to argue against. Like, you look at the matches they had all year.
But
It also depends on your criteria.
Exactly. Because, goddamn, Breezango doing an amazing thing with just, hey, give us a camera in like 5 minutes.
Yep.
5 minutes.
I think Breezango's my answer.
Oh, there's so much potential in War Machine, too. Jesus.
You
I
know,
can't wait to get him in a bigger stage. Okay, continue.
there's again tag team. There's so many ways you can go. You're not wrong if you say Usos, just based on match quality alone. The New Day has climbed up the ladder as my favorite tag team period overall.
Yeah.
But I think I'm using more than this year as my criteria for their ascension. And they had
Ascension. Sorry, continue.
but you could make a case for them too. Again,
They've
it
gone
depends
from
on
the
your
depths of
criteria.
despair to, hey, look at these guys.
Yeah.
We love them.
Yeah. it really depends on your personal criteria. So I'm going with Breezango because Fashion Files has been one of my favorite things of the year. So just period. Like any segment on any show, it's been amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, and Anthony Moreno said War Machine, as you alluded to.
That's why. Yeah.
So we got woman tag team favorite match. What's your favorite match this year?
Favorite match? Oh, dude. Not to steal off of the New Japan list, but going back and watching that Omega Naito thing, it's fun.
Well,
again, I like Okada, but I'm not as weirdly involved in Okada as I am with the whole attitude of Naito and the whole development of Omega.
Yeah.
And the fact that they've got characters that are transcending a language, and a tournament around it that built to this, it was just an absolute pinnacle for me.
This is a little bit more recent, and that may be unfair, but it really was like the build was beautiful, the match was beautiful. It involved a character I couldn't wait to see something big from. I'm going Velveteen Dream and Aleister Black.
I can't wait to see where they come out of this.
Yeah,
I want to see more from them.
Yeah,
Dusty Tag Team.
Maybe.
I want to see that.
I mean, they haven't done it. They didn't do it in 2017 at all.
Black Dream. Black Velvet. Oh, Black Velvet's good.
Velvet. I like that.
Hey, they've already got a theme ready to go.
Wait a minute. Christopher Brown match has to be Taker Reigns from Mania. I need to rewatch it. I'm not going to dump all over you because, like...
You can't understate the importance of that match.
Right, exactly. So,
and
you can make a case for that.
If Reigns wrote a weird thing out of it into where he's at now, you can't discount that as a moment in history.
And you could also put in that Cena and Reigns at No Mercy. And there's a lot you could put in there. So,
we've got a lot to review.
Yeah. Let's see.
Watch the page. Special rankings.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Maybe we'll do end of the year rankings. I guess, did we hit everything? I feel like we're leaving something. Styles and Cena at the Rumble. Yeah, I was waiting for that one.
Okay, most improved of the year?
Oh, okay. Most improved.
There's been so much improvement.
Oh my God, there has.
Because you mentioned Velveteen Dream. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean that all developed this year.
And we're watching the evolution of Jason Jordan right now.
And again, you could make a case for Jordan for sure. You can make a case for Carmella with her just kind of stepping up and her improvement into the matches.
Joe's evolution into a main eventer.
Yeah. Oh my God.
There's so many there. You don't have to pick one.
It's hard.
Jinder. I'll throw out Jinder.
You know what? Yeah.
Built into a main eventer from
nothing.
Less than nothing.
I go back to that episode like right after the Superstar shakeup, and the title of that we made, and we even had the little sign behind us.
Like I want to just pull that clip from Major League. Who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah.
Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, but Raw was like, or it was Raw. We'll give you Jinder, and SmackDown Live was like, sweet. They figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got this.
Yeah. Jinder's got to be at the top of the list because he went from nobody. From nobody.
He was a nobody in a gang of nobodies.
And
then you got Cesaro and Sheamus coming up out of nowhere. And Rusev Day. Holy shit, the entire stable's turned around. Yeah. They're all over.
Except for...
Who?
No, the New Day, they didn't improve. Well, I guess they improved, but they're great. They've always been great.
Right. And best toy.
Oh.
Best wrestling toy.
Is that where you want to go?
Yes, I want that on the screen so bad. I don't want that to be a go away. Hey, look what we can get Justin for Christmas. Super tan pro wrestling legend who gets tired during sex minifigure.
Too much sushi, brother. Why'd you have so much sushi then? Maybe less sushi next time.
Or, I don't know, man. Schedule better. Okay, get the fuck off of it. Get off of it. Shut up. Shut up, or we look great. Gotta put my hands down. There we go. I can't deal with it. This is...
All right. I think it's about that time, don't you?
Yeah, we gotta get this couch outside. They're coming to pick it up.
Somebody won the couch. So.
Nah, you
Good for
don't win
them.
the couch. You end up with the couch.
That's true.
I gotta sleep.
You don't want this couch. They don't want none of that couch.
Hey, we're #Wrestlepals. Literally, you can put that hashtag on anything and he will find it.
I will.
Doesn't even need to be social media. I saw it written on an overpass one day. He picked up the whole thing and brought it here, which is very confusing. They were very upset. It was like I-80, but it was like out in Western Virginia. So they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
It's true.
It was in train travels too. It was probably going to be a problem. Don't worry, we'll see it on the news if it's that big of a deal. If you want to get a hold of Justin, @the Hulkster on Twitter. That's real. It's true.
Hulk Hogan blocked me. Tom Green blocked me.
So who's going to be number 3? You want to be on that exclusive list?
Don't.
First of all, you got to be a hero of this.
Yeah.
And then block him. So @the Hulkster on Twitter for Justin. If you want to get in,
Merry Christmas, Chris.
so nice.
What a great guy.
Aw.
You're a great dude.
Thanks,
Christopher
dude.
Brown. Sorry. I shortened it to Chris. Some people don't like that. Sorry, Christopher.
Sorry, Justina. And if you want to, sorry. If you want to get in, if you want to get in touch with me @the Nate Project on Twitter, I'll see it.
You can do it. It's useless. It's fruitless.
It is not. I see it every time, and it either makes me happy or awkward or weird, and it's going to be a problem. You're going to affect my day in some way or another. So by all means, go ahead. See if you can ruin it. It's not that hard. And the YouTube channel #Wrestlepals. Written
Spelled out.
#Wrestlepals.
Unfortunately.
Or if you, Kurt Hawkins is great.
He
who
was
else
great
got
on
a cape?
ENC, by the way.
Sure. And the YouTube channel is written out #Wrestlepals. Go back and see how wrong I've been about everything. Most stuff, really. Most stuff. And the show's available in pod form.
Yes.
Look at that. You go to Apple, the pod.
Apple
store,
Podcasts?
okay. Just hashtag #Wrestlepals. Look for the wrestling buddies. They're not pals, they're buddies. We're working on it. We're gonna get some buddies out of here. We're gonna
Thank
get
you,
pals.
Anthony.
And yeah. It's nice having more stuff to promote. This is good. This is good.
We got stuff.
Yeah, we got stuff. Couches,
Couches,
car,
guitar. Is that everything?
I guess. I don't know, man. God damn #Wrestlepals.
I lost my keys and my little doggy's bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'll take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words to AJ Styles. You know who you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.